Who's here?
Sam is here.
Yeah. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss.
Sam is here.
Who's here?
Sam is here.
Yeah. Burberry scars.
Oh, I thought we were going again. I was all good. I was ready to listen to Burberry Scarves
I
again.
can't get it to play. That's the problem. One more time. Take 3.
Sam is here.
Who's here?
Sam is here.
Yeah. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Sauntering, maitre d' staying flabbergasted. Her ass about the size of an infant's casket.
Shit's about to hit the fan.
And you know it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to probably the first show tonight that is changing its entire rundown because hell froze over. Welcome to the #1 show in Stamford, Connecticut, Jacksonville, Florida, North Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee, parts unknown, and the undead realm. Welcome to Top Rope Wrestling Talk. And if you don't know me by now, I doubt you'll ever know me, but I'm going to clue you in anyway. I am the producer, the soundboard by God extraordinaire, the motherfucker that has to do 3 takes on an intro. I am the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none. The one and only South Philly Psycho, D-O-L. Love it. Well, goodbye, Vince. Jumping the shark. Let's fucking go. And joining me, as always, is the First Lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. She is the whole ass vibe. The 9th wonder of the podcasting world, because we don't treat her like a woman, but we damn sure don't treat her like a man. She is Latina Heat herself, Grandma Wendy. Oh, I gotta stop fucking around. Okay.
Yeah, right. Kind of went a little long there, Hoss.
Yeah, we went a little bit.
Hopefully we don't get hit. Don't fuck with me, YouTube. I'm trying to have fun. And before I get to our host, let me introduce our special guest. He is 1/4 of the Lords of Gotham. He is the newly minted 4th horseman of the Circle of Debate podcast. He is also the host of the Wrestling Delorean. He takes you back to the Monday Night Wars, back to hardcore TV, which I love. He talks about everything from then, now, and hopefully forever.
Together.
He is our main man, Mike De Niro. I was going to bring the DeLorean in, but I didn't have any money for plutonium. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Broke.
I appreciate you guys having me back on, man. It's always been a pleasure working with you guys. It's an honor to be back on. Thank you.
We appreciate having you, man. And of course, no episode of Top Rope feels complete without our host and the founder of Top Rope Wrestling Talk. He is, bar none, the biggest MJF mark you will ever meet. He is the salt of the earth of podcasting. He is the man with the majestic beard and the Burberry scarf, the high-class one, Bruce.
Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
Yes, I do.
There it is.
See?
Okay, I was a little worried. I'm like,
What?
I know. I was getting nervous myself.
No, I just like, what the fuck happened in the last 12 to 13 hours?
That's how shocking it was. That's how shocking it was. You're freezing up.
It's so shocking his internet disappeared.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either, but I agree that it was shocking.
So
I broke
let's
some of the
just
news this
kick-
morning when it all started coming down about Triple H coming back and Johnny Ace being let go, and it was like, all right, that's a good move. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the right direction. Okay.
Didn't think it was going to all happen at once, though.
Yeah, it all just like tumbled all of a sudden.
Domino effect.
Brrr. What's happening?
Yes. Nothing. I'm just letting you guys talk
You're
because my
frozen.
internet just came back.
Hmm.
Again?
Yeah, like
Fuck,
you're frozen like
bitch.
mid sentence,
I can hear you though.
so you look
Keep
ragey.
going.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we
I
can
can
hear
hear you.
All right. So let's just kick this shit off with the firing of Johnny Ace. I think we all kind of saw the writing on the wall.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Pretty much.
But with the firing of Johnny Ace, WWE regains Triple H back in the executive vice president of talent relations. So that means he's basically the new Jim Ross for WWE, and he can bring in whoever the fuck he wants now. So what are your guys' what are your feelings on that situation? That's just a small part of what happened today. So Mike, I want to get your opinion on this. Like where do you stand with Johnny Ace being booted and Triple H coming back?
I'm extremely happy that Triple H is back. I have been wishing that Triple H would come back in this position for a while. I was a huge fan of the Gold and Black NXT days, and I feel like Triple H knows what he's doing. And we all knew from the first allegation that John Laurinaitis was going to be the fall guy anyway. So I thought that this was just like long overdue before he was going to get the boot. But I'm just happy that Triple H is back. And I really think that Triple H, without the shackles of Vince McMahon, could do a lot of great things. So I'm really excited about this.
True.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
As soon as those initial reports came out about, Vince and the original woman that he messed with, and then, as they so elegantly put it, passed to Johnny Ace, I was like, man, I know Vince is in trouble, but Johnny's getting fired tomorrow. So he lasted a lot longer than I thought he was going to, straight up. But I agree with I don't know who this is. Click the link at the top of the chat and give him permission. But whoever said it, Triple H is back in this position, and if given creative control, because that was one of the last things that Vince was holding on to before he retired, he could make all this great again. Like he could bring what was once black and gold to the main roster. This takes care of your a lot of your issues. It takes care of a lot of your development, because we've talked ad nauseum over I don't know how long, years, about the problem with NXT, like, kind of refining these guys and sending them to the main roster, and then they get changed, or then they get buried, or then they get whatever. That's not going to happen when Triple H is running shit.
Facts. There was too much of a disconnect between NXT and the main roster because Vince wasn't in charge of NXT. So once they made a name for themselves and then came up, it was like, all right, well, I don't know what you've been doing down there, so I don't know what to do with you.
It's because
I
Black and Gold was fucking amazing.
100%, yeah.
And everything else was shit.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
It's good, Ivan.
What's up, Ivan? You know we love you, man. He's our boss.
Definitely.
He's the Triple H of D-Generation West.
Yeah,
So I had to get him in here.
With Triple H coming back, I had I had mentioned in a chat that this is an opportunity to give Raw and SmackDown, maybe not so much SmackDown because they've kind of been on a roll lately and they've been doing good, but they could take Triple H could install what he had at NXT in Gold on Monday Night Raw, and it would work. And here's the other thing, we can have the opportunity of getting Johnny Gargano back and getting the Triple H guys back that got fired and got released that everybody loved. This could be something amazing.
And then even guys who
For
you hear
WWE.
is unhappy and wants to walk, like Roderick Strong. I could see him now wanting to stay and see what happens now.
Yep.
So there's going to be a lot of guys who trust Triple H more than Vince McMahon, who are going to be like, you know what, now I want to see what's going to happen.
It's
Wendy.
also going to be interesting. Oh, sorry.
Also,
Wendy.
the potential talent that can come in as well. It's going to be interesting to see who he brings in now, and from where. That's going to be an interesting sight to see, really.
Yeah.
Are we going to be getting indie darlings once again, or are we just going to keep going the route that we were with, strictly college pro ballers and Olympic people? What route are we going to take with our newbies?
Yeah.
I also could see now WWE being open to working with other companies because it feels like it was always
Yes,
Vince McMahon that was
is-
stopping that.
Yep.
Triple H was willing to do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
1,000% yes.
Yes.
He talked about it a lot.
I remember hearing that Triple H even wanted to work a deal with New Japan. So,
New Japan, MLW at one
Yeah.
point, there was a rumor, a lot of different companies, but it just never came to fruition because there was always somebody ahead of him going, no.
Such bad shit. Bad
We
shit.
could-
Not good shit.
we
God
could-
damn it.
We could actually see an AEW WWE Super Show. This is actually something as of this moment is real talk.
didn't even think
And
about
could
that.
It's a
really
before.
happen.
possibility.
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Oh, just
I'm not
thinking
saying
about it
it's
is
gonna happen
exciting.
tomorrow, but it's a possibility.
It may happen the day after tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
You
never know.
know,
It's a
At least
greater
it's on the-
possibility now.
It's on the
For sure.
table,
Mhm.
is what I'm saying, which is something
Exactly.
I couldn't have said this morning.
For sure.
Yeah.
So that's going
So-
to be cool. It's also going to be cool to see. It's also going to be interesting to see if Triple H, changes the process a little bit, or if we're still just, telling everybody good luck in your future endeavors and letting go.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
It's, a lot could change.
And I wonder
Maybe.
if people will come back now. Who's going to come
That's-
back?
exactly. Like you don't. We don't know. Do you think Wyatt will come back now that Vince is
That's-
gone?
That's what I was thinking. Bray has
Maybe.
been out there forever, and
Mhm.
he was kind of an NXT guy. So
He was a
He's been
Triple H
teasing
guy.
things.
he was a Triple H guy, exactly.
Mhm. He was a Trips dude. Yep.
So,
When John Moxley's contract is up, I could see him possibly considering coming back. It was a lot of the stuff with Vince McMahon. I know that Moxley was the one who put Killer Cross and Triple H in contact with each other to get Cross signed. So there was a good relationship between Triple H and Moxley at least.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting.
There's another one. Do you think if Triple H reached out to him, he would come back?
Who Cross?
ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, ooh.
That
Mhm. Mhm.
because
and
Considering
on the
what
main
he's
roster
doing for him,
as Killer Cross on NXT, not fucking
Yeah.
slave
Karrion
rape match.
Kross?
even if he offered said come back as Karrion Cross, the guy I built.
That's
with
what
the
I'm
smoke And the
saying.
music and the macabre.
he had
shit and
he
all
had the
that.
perfect package in NXT. He came up and they didn't know what to do with him. So I definitely think that could have been
Ivan says he wants to jump in.
Hey,
Fuck it.
I
Why
don't see why
not?
not. Yeah, do it.
Whatever, homie. There's a little room left. Give me a second. Keep talking,
Okay.
guys. I got it.
yeah, I mean, I definitely could see that. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of the people who were in NXT had a name for themselves, went up to
Uh-huh.
the main roster, and then got released. So,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, I guess it's going to be a race now. Who's going to get snatched up first? Because a lot of these guys that I could have saw coming back was snatched up by AEW almost instantly. the Keith Lees, the Swerve Stricklands, where if they were still on the free agent market, like I definitely could have seen them re-signing because of Vince McMahon being gone.
Can you imagine if this happened sooner and there was no Bearcat, there was no Karrion Kross as a gimp, there was none of this shit. It was just Triple H's talent developed and moved on to a main roster as Triple H's fucking talent. Like, so much better. I'm sorry. I know I'm not complaining about Keith Lee and Swerve in AEW, but Keith Lee as Keith Lee on the main roster worked very well in, at Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it just didn't work when he got there. Hit Row worked very well in NXT and could have worked very well on a main roster. It didn't get a chance. If this happened sooner, I mean, I'm not knocking their positions now. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it have been better?
I
You
also
know
hope
the way
could've.
Jose's gonna come back. His Insta's been killing me. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, Ciampa push. Definitely.
I would love to see that.
for sure. Because
Like, I'm
teaming
a-
up with the Miz is not it for me.
Now,
No.
now here's the real
If
question.
he goes after Roman and looks at those belts and goes, Goldie, Daddy's coming home, I'm gonna mark right
Oh,
the fuck out.
yes. That would be amazing.
Now here's another question. Do you guys think that Cody and Triple H have actually really made up? Because there was some heat there for a while.
It was.
Now, if they haven't made up and Triple H has still got something on Cody, we're gonna see star motherfucking dust very goddamn soon.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I know Cody said that when he was in the trailer waiting for his surprise entrance at WrestleMania, one by one, you had like all the big executives come in and see him, and the last one was Triple H. And I know Cody did mention at like some post conference afterwards that Triple H was his favorite wrestler, and he looks up to Triple H. So I hope that they squashed it just for Cody's sake. But yeah, I mean, if Triple H still holds that grudge, then I don't think Cody's gonna be the top guy because I mean, motherfucker, you broke my throne. Like, come on, like.
Like if,
I don't know.
if Seth Rollins was mad about that, how's Triple H feeling?
Yeah, for real, right?
You know, that was, I'll be honest, high class. That was one of the thoughts I had. Like, could you imagine Cody comes back from injury, walks in the locker room, the first dude that's waiting for him is Triple H. Like, hey,
With the Stardust
heard
costume.
you've
and
been
said,
talking
"Here you
shit.
go."
Yeah, he's got the leather bodysuit and the
Here's your
and the
bodysuit.
silver. And
Go
blue
get your
boots.
face painted.
Here you go.
Has it in
Yes,
like a little
sir.
gift box. I have something for you, friend.
And Cody's
Yes.
like, but Vince said, and Trips just cuts him off like, hold up, homie. You
Ain't no
see
Vince
Vince
here."
anywhere?
Hey, if you want to work here, that shit on your neck, get that shit lasered off because you can't work here until it's gone.
Are you telling me he's got like Uncle Buck Cody in the middle of the locker room? Like, here's a quarter, get a rat to gnaw
Yes.
that shit off your neck.
Yes, the fuck yes.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of shit could change. A lot of shit could change.
Hey, cuz, what's happening, man? Oh,
You know,
I can't believe, like, that came out of my mouth, and I can't believe I just said that. Like,
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
sorry,
yes,
Buck.
he did.
you didn't say that. Oh my
Yes, he did.
god. Holy, dude, I don't know. I
know,
said it.
We're still blown away. Like, we've been talking about this since it first started around 5 o'clock, and it was just like we came on, we watched SmackDown to see what Steph was going to say before we
which
got
was
live.
nothing. She said,
said nothing.
I don't know why I
Nothing about
expected anything less though. Like this is always happens. It always happens.
And see,
was that,
this is another reason why. What up, Chris?
Hey, Chris.
That's another reason why like WWE like pisses me off. Like they build it up for a big moment, and AEW does the same shit. But like you're thinking something huge is gonna happen, and then they're like, "Good evening, good night," and then they walk away. You're like,
I just
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
thank you,
Fuck.
Vince.
"What the fuck did I?"
You
just
could have said that
watch?"
on Twitter, Steph.
right?
Honestly.
You did not need live time on national television.
Oh,
You think
but she
Vince goes
took
into
it,
the Hall of
and
Fame
she
this
did
year
it.
or next year?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me.
Right away.
Oh,
This
hell
year,
yeah.
absolutely, like immediately.
Actually, you know what? If the board of directors allows it, so might as well, since we haven't brought
Adrian,
it
what's
up
going
and
on,
Vince has just been brought up in the conversation. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, at the age of 77 years old, has officially retired from the
Right.
WWE.
In other breaking news, hell has frozen the fuck over.
Never thought I'd see the day. It's 99
Brian.
degrees in New York, and
Happy
it's still
Friday,
cold.
homie.
Honestly.
Nick, not Tony Khan, Khan has single-handedly taken down the empire of WWE and then brought back two pieces of the empire that left, and I believe he was part of the reason they left. And he's brought them back after he's gotten rid of the king of the I don't know.
Can I just say something I think we're all going to agree with? If that's really Nick Khan's doing, I think it's Nick we need to be thanking.
Yeah.
No offense,
I
Vince.
mean,
Thanks for the
yeah.
memories, but if he was the architect, like if he Seth Rollins this shit to make this all happen, I think it's him we need to thank.
We're gonna get to that, Chris.
I'd say so.
Yes, we're getting to that. Put a pin in that. When we start talking about it, I'll pop it up on the screen. I don't want to jump the shark on Shark Week.
Wendy.
Yes, Bruce.
Wendy.
Bruce.
Wendy.
Bruce.
Wendy.
Bruce.
Wendy.
Bruce.
Give me your
Bruce.
thoughts on the.
All right,
Give me
fuck
your
it.
thoughts
You
on
made
the
me. Nope, silent.
Oh, Wendy!
Now go.
You would like my thoughts on?
on the old man finally retiring from WWE. Finally, spill your guts and spill your feelings on this situation. Let the whole world know.
It's about damn time. I mean, he has been sitting on that throne for too goddamn long. Took his sweet time about it, and it took something fucking country. I dead ass thought he was gonna literally die in his fucking office, and
Me
they're gonna
too.
have to haul him out, and that's how it was gonna end for him. But instead, it took fucking controversy. I don't know why. What popped into my head right now was Marion Barry, QPD. The bitch set me up.
Oh God! Wow, old school scandal. Wow.
Yeah. No, I there's a part of
You
me
know
that's
what?
like,
Now
I
that
wonder
I'm-
if Vince feels like that. But
Going back,
honestly,
now
it
that
took a
I'm-
while.
Oh, sorry. Well, now that I'm reading what Amy said, it reminded me, like, yeah, Triple H said Vince wouldn't let himself be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like, he'd probably be inducted after he passed away.
I
And
can
to
see
take
that, yeah.
Wendy's
Right.
statement a step further, I honestly thought I would go to my grave and Vince McMahon would still be
He
running
would still be
WWE.
present. Yeah, same.
Like, I know he's
Yep.
30, 40 years older than me, but I figured.
Uh-huh.
So this is fucking
I don't think he's
shocking
ever going to
as
die,
all
to be
hell.
honest with you.
No, yeah,
He
he's
might
like a
be the
cyborg.
Highlander. We don't know.
Oh, I know.
Where do you
I
think-
never
maybe
thought
he
he'd
gave
die.
Drew his sword. He's the Highlander. There can be only one.
I don't know. I'm still speechless. I
There
can't
can
even
be
believe that
only
this shit's
one.
real.
Am I wrong?
It really is. It
We're all
really
shook
is. Like we,
Why do they
you
keep
know,
playing
we
this? Sorry.
cried for this, and like we didn't cry for it, but we pleaded for this to happen for a long time. Even on this show, we've all said it. We're like, please,
I'm
dear
flat out
God,
begged
It just
on
just
this
needs to
get
show.
him
happen.
out.
And
And it's
now
like
I'm
now that
like-
he's gone, it's like,
Now what?
okay, what do I
It's like,
got
what-
to bitch about?
I didn't think
Yeah.
past this.
Not only that, I'm looking.
I didn't plan
I'm looking
beyond this.
around. I'm looking around. I'm waiting. I'm like, this really happened, right? Like, pinch me. Am I dreaming? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I being punked? What the fuck is it? This ain't real. This can't be real. There's a glitch in the matrix. Something is wrong here. I don't believe it. But then that was the only thing that maybe Stephanie proved was that it happened. I was like, my dreams cannot be this vivid. I know I'm a psycho, but still.
When I saw the tweet this morning, I did not believe it because it was just like, I don't know. This just sounds weird. I saw it and then I didn't pay it no mind. And then, like I said, I saw the DMs on Instagram and everyone's blowing it up. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe there's a little truth to this. Then some of the wrestling news sites like Wrestling Inc. didn't put it up right away. So I'm like, all right, if Vince McMahon stepped away, like why is the top headline news that Liv Morgan got nameplates on her title? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then like a couple minutes
it's
later,
about time.
yeah, right
by the
after
way.
a couple weeks.
But honestly,
But-
Mikey, with all that, I saw it and I didn't believe it, and I was just waiting for ESPN to report it. Because they have like a direct line to Titan Tower,
Yeah.
and they don't report dirt sheet shit. So if it comes out on ESPN, it's legit. And when they said Vince McMahon retired, I was like, oh fuck, it's happening.
Yeah.
And then they said the whole co-CEO thing, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I saw like 19 reports from 18 different sources, and I didn't believe one of them. And then ESPN put it out, and I was like, okay, it's legit.
I was out at the store and I'm like, yo, I might need to leave right now. I got to find out what's going on.
Right? I was bringing my wife home from work. I'm in the car and all this shit is happening. I'm like, don't do this now.
Hey, let me pull over.
Let me pull over.
My
real
worker's
quick.
about to
What
run
the
over to
fuck
my
is going on?
coworker's office. Like, I know y'all don't watch wrestling, but I was
But
like, no, I'm new. I can't let them know the weirdness yet. I'm too new.
I had
my wife and all her coworkers were coming out of their job, and I rolled the window down, stuck my head out, and went, Vince fucking retired. And my wife was the only one who knew what the fuck I was talking about. Everybody else looked at me like an idiot, and I didn't give two fucks.
Everyone else is like, good for Vince. Like,
Who's Vince?
I hope he has a good retirement plan. Like,
Is he your uncle or
401k?
something?
401k.
no, Baron Corbin. Why do you do this to my sweet Pan Blanco? God damn it.
Oh no. Do not
The
harm
salty
Pan
Pan
Blanco. That
Blanco.
is her national
Mm.
treasure. There is no
He
one
is.
above him except Wardlow.
The hell, man. Fucking asshole.
Oh,
good?
God.
I'm upset he's spaghetti.
Well,
Wendy?
she's upset, but we're good. You can move on whenever you want, high class. I think
Keep it rolling.
we could talk about this all night, so keep it rolling, please, homie.
Yeah, damn. Some of the other stuff actually, besides Vince and the inner scandals of WWE. So I read an article about one of the former referees from NXT UK, one of their female refs, and she decided to quit WWE and reffing. She basically said she got paid more to be a high school teacher than she did to be a WWE referee.
Yep.
And she left. She thought WWE was going to be her end all be all job for the rest of her life.
you would think.
And she said no. And I think she went back to teaching. I'm not sure what she went back to. But yeah, she quit because of the pay. How do you guys feel, about, do you think that it was because she was getting paid less because she's a female referee, or do you guys excuse me, think it was just WWE being piss poor employers and underpaying their employees? Mike, what do you got?
I think I would have to know like the pay scale of what the referees get to see if it was because of like her gender. But yeah, you would think that when you get signed to the WWE, you would be making more than what you would get at like a regular job. So that is a little weird to like hear that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you would think that like the WWE is like in tiers. So I'm sure like people on Raw and SmackDown get paid more than NXT, and then the NXT people get paid more than NXT UK, and then the referees are below that. So it all depends on the pay scale to really see like if it was any like discrimination or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it is just really weird because yeah, like you would think, I just got signed to the WWE in any capacity, like I'm gonna be making a good living, but I guess not.
Okay.
Well, we have one answer from Kadrian. Says WWE piss poor money management. That could be true.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand she's a WWE referee, but then she's an NXT ref, and on top of that,
Yeah.
she's an NXT UK ref.
Yeah.
In the UK, and I don't know how their pay scales are set up either. Like, yeah, when you're in America, we know some teachers, and they say, yeah, I don't make shit for money.
Mm-hmm.
But is it the same way in the UK? I have no clue. Like, maybe they make a good living there, and maybe just being a referee is not as good. So it could be what Kadri had said, but there are too many variables for me to just get out there and be like, you suck, WWE. You're fucking horrible. Pay your referees more. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandma?
And traveling expenses too. That's also
That is
you
very
know,
true. Yeah.
With the history that WWE has of how they treat their employees, wouldn't surprise me if it's just them being fucking assholes with money, and cheering it out in a way that if you're on NXT UK, you should probably have a second job. Just a suggestion, you know.
It could be true. It could be true. I don't know enough on the subject to be honest. I'd have to do some
Yeah.
research, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how you figure out what an NXT UK ref makes in the first place, and then you got to convert pounds or figure all that shit out. Like that's some that's Steiner math, folks. I don't know what else to say.
I know enough to
Give
say that
Scotty a
it's some
call.
bullshit.
Give Scotty a call. I wish I had Scott on speed dial. If I had
That'd
Scott
be epic.
on. Oh wait a minute! Shit, we're sitting here talking, and look who's waiting.
I've been waiting. What are you talking about?
I'm so sorry, my friend. I am
I was gonna
so
say,
sorry.
Welcome
Welcome to the party.
We are off
I
our
was
game.
wondering what was taking
I
so
had
long.
sent
I
him
was
the
like,
link a
I've
couple
been
times. He
taking
hadn't
that
seen it.
long.
We got to talking, and then
No, Bullshit.
it's-
I messaged you like 3 times. I'm here waiting. And you
I
read
didn't get no
it.
message.
And
I see it. No, I don't
And you
see
read
it.
it.
on Facebook.
I didn't read it. I swear to God. I
It-
don't know who you
it's
messaged.
so
Oh,
Long
now
time
I
no
see it.
Ivan.
All of it.
Oh,
damn.
now he's.
I am
Now.
so sorry,
Now.
devious one. No, I pulled the messages up, and they just popped up after you said it. I
Well,
don't know if
that's
because I got all this shit
okay.
running or what.
I'm gonna have to
Ivan,
upload the HR,
everything
man.
Ivan wanted to talk about, we've totally finished talking about.
No. We're gonna.
He's like, I'm
we're
out,
gonna-
guys.
We're gonna jump back a
I'm
little
out.
bit because
I'm out.
I know even Brucey's a little bit off his game because we said put a pin in it, and then he jumped the pin. So we
Yeah.
also had this from Chris, which we were going to talk about.
Oh
and that was
Yeah.
after news of Vince retiring and all this. Apparently, Brock Lesnar decided to up and leave the TD Garden where SmackDown is going on. Well, right
Mhm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it might have been Sean Ross Sapp. It might have been one of those guys that love to
Yeah.
melt through you. The quote was, "If he's out, I'm out." And so
Vinny.
Chris was asked, so hypothetically, if Brock is out of SummerSlam, who takes his spot?
This is
Here-
the problem when there's no stars around.
Well, here's
already
the
know-
thing.
you
Here's
already
the
know
thing.
who.
Here- hold on. No, wait. Ivan, please give me 1 second. I've been holding on to this all
just got
goddamn
here.
day.
You already know who.
You
Say
just
it.
got
Say
here.
it.
I'm on
Say it.
fire.
Go ahead. You're on fire. Bruce. I know.
Here it is. Here. This was, we talked about this in one of the chats. Here's the thing. We can give Ric Flair the middle finger for going and having this big damn pay-per-view from WWE. Bring in John Cena. Have him beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam for the titles.
Oh,
And then have Austin Theory cash in and take the titles from Cena so he doesn't have to stick around.
by the way, would be a SummerSlam
I like
rematch
that.
from
I fucks with it.
last year, if you
I like
remember.
that.
Because Cena came back to fight Roman last year at
Yeah.
SummerSlam. So we come full circle. He takes that title and in a last man standing match. So clearly Cena is beat to shit. And we all know Cena is a little bit more beatable than say Brock, because we saw the old SummerSlam where Brock mauled him, or Roman, because Roman already beat his ass too.
Yeah.
So now you get Theory coming down, weak John Cena, quick hit him with the briefcase, A-Town down, whatever the fuck, 1, 2, 3. And then you get now that would make sense. And considering Ric Flair's last match and everything is this weekend, it would be like, oh, we see you.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, by the way, you still got to be at SummerSlam next week. Don't get hurt.
And I'll tell you this, if you don't
This
go
is
that route,
definitely Full House, but not the family show you're used to when it comes to Full House.
No.
No, definitely not.
ain't no Uncle Jesse here. So
No,
when what's
no
it called?
Rip Earth.
For like the last couple months, every time there was like a mystery opponent or we don't know who the opponent's going to be, no matter what company it is, everybody's always seeing Bray Wyatt in the name in the comments for every single time. I remember when Zack Sabre Jr. was going to have a mystery opponent at Forbidden Door. Someone was like, "Oh, Bray Wyatt." I'm like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
now this is the only
Like,
time
I
I'm like, this
was
makes
saying Bray
sense.
Second most
Like,
technical wrestler, Bray Wyatt. Really? Are you
Yeah.
smoking something? Can I
but
have
in this
some?
situation, though, it may work. It may make sense. And we know Bray Wyatt is getting closer to coming back to wrestling. He put out like a real cryptic, I guess it was like a bio. It wasn't even like a tweet. It was like a bio he put up the other day that said some quote from Vince McMahon. So, I mean, it would make sense if he came back and faced Roman Reigns. Wasn't he the champion when Roman won the title? It was Bray Wyatt or it was Braun Strowman. I remember it was like a three-way.
It was
It
Bray.
was Braun
It was
Strowman.
Bray.
Braun Strowman.
No, it
was
was
the champ.
Bray, and they had a triple threat, and Roman won, and Bray left, and then Braun took on Roman after that, which was like, wait, he didn't even have the title though.
So, I mean, it will bring the whole title reign full circle to have Bray Wyatt come back, wrestle for the title at WrestleMania. I mean, SummerSlam. So, I don't know. It would make sense if it's Bray Wyatt. I just don't want it to be Goldberg. Like, anybody but Goldberg.
Anybody but.
That's
but.
what-
Anybody.
I'd rather Gilbert than
Hashtag
Goldberg.
Anybody.
Oh my God, I'd rather Hornswoggle.
Everybody, let's just be real. Everybody whose name is not Kevin Key does not want to see Goldberg.
No.
But yes, as it's been said
No.
here, Goldberg has apparently already been contacted, according to reports.
So, Vince
And
McMahon
I-
is not gone then, because that's
I
a
am
Vince McMahon
saying
move.
no, hell no, fuck no, please God no. No offense, Kev, but no,
Okay.
no.
No.
If you want to take anybody who's on that roster right now and put them in a match and have it be like, just stud looking motherfucker versus stud looking motherfucker, look no further than the man that beat Roman, Goldberg, and Brock all in the last year or so. That man is Bobby Lashley.
I
I
do
would've-
like
I'd take
Brucey's
that.
idea though of John Cena.
I love that idea. I'm not.
I
I'm
wanted
just
to
giving
be
you
John
another
Cena now.
alternative that isn't Goldberg.
Yes.
I just feel like
Ivan.
if you have John Cena, you really have to promote that. It can't just be like a mystery.
Why
damn.
not?
Okay. Yeah, you got to give permission. We have a little link at the top where you have to grant permission to use your stuff.
Ivan,
Yeah.
Ivan, you've been waiting so patiently after I totally cut you off and told you had to wait. You literally waited through everybody to say what you wanted to say. So let's hear it, buddy.
This is true. Come on, Ivan, tell us.
Oh my God! I mean,
Please,
yes,
devious
I
one.
love your plan, by the way. That
Thank you.
works. I love it. You're on fire.
It's beautiful.
I can't take full credit for it.
You have to, but I do love that plan. The question is, how dedicated Cena is, and will he allow a young man like Theory to put him over? That's the biggest question.
He
Now
has in the
with-
past.
Yeah, he has, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This is very questionable. It's a big key for me, but I like the plan regardless, though. But let me remind everybody: Vince McMahon is still going to be there, regardless if he's not there at the arena. He is not there creative. He's not there at the office. He'll be at the gym though, but he won't be at the office. But he'll be at home because why? He is the majority stock owner of that company.
This is
He
true.
owns all of it. He's still technically the owner. He's
You're
still
ruining
the
all the
owner.
fun.
However, he is.
I know, right?
Hold on.
I can neither confirm nor deny these
Hey, look.
accusations in the show. I'm going
Look,
to keep my mouth
look,
shut because I
I'm
want to
just
keep
saying-
my job.
No. I'm just saying that he is. I'm not saying that he's not going anywhere. Like get his input. He'll give his input here and there, but he's.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's finally retiring and just enjoy your vacation with your grandkids. Enjoy your grandkids, and that's it. I mean, for Vince McMahon, and I'm hoping with now Triple H in charge of of talent relations, Stephanie now being co-CEO with Nick Khan, which is going to be a whole headache right there between them two. They're going to go at
Could
it.
be.
That's going to happen. It's going to
I
happen.
see that happening.
And then transitioning now to TV 14, we might get to see what we saw in the Black and Gold NXT era, but a mixture of the main roster. And this time, with Triple H involvement, and now the biggest question they haven't announced yet: who's going to be the head creative? Oh, they haven't announced yet. Who's going to take over Vince's
God, it
spot
needs
in
to be
creative?
Trips.
He's
It
already
would
has
be
one
nice.
shoe filled in, but it's going to
Yeah.
come down to Michael Hayes
I mean,
or Bruce Pritchard. It's
There,
gonna come
but
down
Well,
that's
to one
Bruce
of
it. There are
those.
Pritchard's-
even
on
There are
the
even
chopping
reports
block
that Bruce Pritchard and Kevin Dunn are also
are
on
the next
chopping
two to
block.
go.
And you know what would be hilarious? If you
Mhm.
recall during pandemic, Paul Heyman had control of both shows.
Yep.
Yes.
And then and they were doing okay. Like I was actually enjoying those shows.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they pulled control and they gave it to Bruce Pritchard. Could you imagine if they fired Brother Love and gave Paul control back?
Oh my god.
Oh my God. That's
How
I'll tell you,
amazing-
AJ Styles will be pissed.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna be mad.
yeah, he'll
Maybe
quit.
they'll give Paul SmackDown and just because that's how it started. It was Paul. It was AJ's on one show, so Paul, you get the other, and Bruce is gonna run this one, and then Bruce got them both, or I should say Brother Love, because I don't want to insult
Thanks.
high class.
Thanks.
But Brother Love got control. Could you imagine if Paul got it back? Like,
I would not hate
fuck
that.
you.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Coming from where I'm coming from, I'm not hating that at all.
No.
So-
You know, I'm right there with you.
But yeah, I mean, that's going to be the next part. It's just who's going to be taking over these departments now. That's the biggest question.
Yeah.
You know, we're excited because now we're moving to a new era.
Oh, yeah.
And now with Triple H taking over as talent relations, now you can literally convince your talent, hey, don't go, come back. This is what I'm offering you. So like how you mentioned about Roderick Strong, I don't see him leaving now. I see him
Yeah.
might push him to the main roster. A
Mhm.
couple other people that will be put back into the main roster, the ones that went to
We
NXT.
might actually see Robert Roode. He might be Bobby again. We don't know. Just stay tuned.
We might actually get the
I hope
glorious
so.
one back.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Right?
Yes,
If we get that
please.
music
God,
and
yes.
that intro again,
Yes.
I can hear it now. Just Gloria.
and you
That's
can
who
go-
needs to fight Roman. Right there. The glorious one.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
I would love
be
that.
awesome.
I know AJ and Drew are available, and I don't mind those either, Chris. But if we get the glorious one back, and then it could kind of tie the whole Dolph thing in that they pulled off with Austin Theory, because they're homies like that, that would be cool.
Mhm.
And you're going to see Io Shirai actually staying instead of her
Yes.
leaving.
Maybe
So she might stay this time.
Good point.
Yeah.
I mean, she has other reasons, but yeah,
Well,
it definitely is more
but
tempting
if
with
Triple H
Triple H
could
being in
tempt
there.
her, exactly, could tempt her, yes. And then maybe the return of Banks and Naomi. You might see that
Oh,
happen.
hey, you
I didn't even
might,
think
yeah.
about that. I didn't even think
yeah.
You
about
might
that. Yeah.
see the return of them. Now that that's
Yeah.
over with,
That is a
Mhm.
really
don't be
good point.
surprised. Hunter's in the call right now, you know, talking to Hey Mercedes, you know, or taking the Hey Trinity. Don't be surprised, and we will see them
Mhm.
back. So
Yeah, it wouldn't. That really wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
Mm.
God, we might even get rid of Max Dupree and get at least LA Knight back. I'd be a happy.
Thank
That
you.
would be fucking
It's you
amazing.
too?
One can
Okay.
only pray, right?
Okay, but that's the at least there's an option of these things happening.
Yeah.
Whereas, as I said this morning, you would have never fucking thought. 12 hours later, it's a possibility.
I'll tell you this: I don't see no negatives coming out of this. Like I can
Not
only
really,
see
no.
an upside to this. Like there's nothing where I'm like, oh well, this means this and it's bad. No, there's like no negative that comes out of this. Like, I've been
Nah,
waiting
it's
for
just-
this shift for a long time.
I think all of us were, because the fact of the way how Hunter's success in NXT, how he took it to a whole other level.
It was proof
And
in
what he-
concept, yeah.
Exactly. And I know that
All positives.
people
Exactly.
shitted on NXT. Certain people shit on NXT because it was supposed to be your developmental program, not your Ring of Honor 2.0, programming. But hey, it attracted the independent wrestling.
I enjoyed the living shit out of it.
I did too.
I mean,
I did
I was actually watching it.
you can't fault them for having a product that stands up to the main roster. If it was supposed to be
Exactly.
developmental and your main roster
I'm
cannot
sorry,
touch them, that's a
how
problem
many-
with your main roster.
Let's just be
Exactly.
real for a second. During the Black and Gold days, how many of those takeovers were better than the pay-per-view that followed?
All of them.
All of
All
them.
of them.
All of them.
There was
Here's
never one time where
one.
the main roster outdid Takeover.
That was
Not once.
Vince's big problem with Black and Gold. It didn't have anything to do with
He-
development. Didn't have anything to do with being like ROH. He had a problem with his developmental brand showing him up on a big four pay-per-view weekend like SummerSlam.
Oh,
Survivor
yeah.
Series.
Here's the big
Every
thing.
last one of them. Thank you.
Here's the big thing that drew actual wrestling fans to NXT. It was wrestling. They had an
Thank you.
hour. They had an hour TV. They had 3 or 4 matches and possibly one promo. possibly
Facts.
one promo.
Facts.
And it was all wrestling. Why do I like watching AEW? It's 99% wrestling. That's why I watch it.
You're not
Yep.
wrong.
And also, it was the presentation. It was
Yes.
It was a more gritty presentation. There was rock music. It wasn't bullshit wannabe hip hop and theme songs for everything. It felt like the Ruthless Aggression era again. It felt like the Attitude era again, without all like the. It felt like the
How
stuff
could
that we
you-
grew up watching and loving.
Yes.
So
Remember when they used to come in, when NXT used to come in with that song "We Are Not Your Kind," like that old metal song.
Yeah.
That
were
reminded
the
me of
true
like the
alternative,
original Raw theme song. You know, like we're getting back to what made this so good. We're getting
Mhm.
that edge to it, and I was like, I'm here for this.
Yeah.
And then they took it away, and they made it neon, among other things. And
made it Skittles.
I'm gonna be
It
over
was-
here.
ugh.
Nickelodeon Presents 2.0. That's what they did.
Yeah, NXT 2.0 brought to you by Nick Jr.
Pretty much.
I was waiting for people to get slimed.
That's all I'm
Wendy.
waiting for.
Like any moment now, it's gonna
Y'all are
happen.
mad because they had Baby Shark on him on Fyter Fest. What,
That
what
was
about
fucking
2.0?
That was
was
so
fucking stupid.
But Wendy,
What was
Wendy.
even stupider was no Shark
Bruce,
Boy. I had to say that.
I really want to hear your thoughts on all of this.
Do I need to hit it again? No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, I was also I was multitasking. Sorry, so you caught me off guard. That's why you did it. You caught me, didn't you? You knew
Yes.
I was doing multiple things, so you had
Uh-huh.
to catch me.
Uh-huh.
Give you a sec to think.
Oh, Wendy!
Go.
I'm actually very excited to see what comes of all of this, and I really do hope that NXT is restored to its former glory with the people they have now, because they have good talent.
They do.
I just wish they were given a little bit more opportunity to do their thing. I don't know how to word it, but I'm gonna go with that, because when it was Black and Gold, it's like they were given a little bit more. I mean, they weren't free per se, but it didn't feel so like bullshitty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes any fucking sense.
It was less scripted. It felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely going to be a good thing for everybody.
Like Devin is saying, and hi Devin, like he may disagree with Bruce. Like Black and Gold had plenty of promos, but it was more grounded in the main roster. It was
Yes.
more
Agreed.
more of a realistic, off the cuff type feel.
Wrestling.
Yes.
And I enjoyed the shit out of that. I
Uh-huh.
still do watching AEW. Just be real about it. But 2.0, I'm like, oh. And there is some good talent. Like if you don't think Carmelo Hayes is talented, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. If you don't think Braun Breaker
Y'all
is
don't know
talented,
talent. Y'all don't know
Y'all
talent.
know
if
talent.
You don't think he's talented. I was watching him.
They got some
when
cats on that
he was in
roster.
Chaotic.
Mhm.
I was watching him on the Indies.
Yeah. We almost had him for an interview.
I was
and
this
then,
close to getting him off for an interview.
You know what
and-
stopped it? He signed with NXT. That's what
Mhm.
stopped it. We couldn't get him on. The week of the interview, he signed with NXT.
Oh man.
But yeah, that dude is tremendously talented. Bruce and I, and I'm sure a lot of people, we've been watching forever. The talent is there. I don't know if the format is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let me
Well,
find
all
out the oh this
He's
is
trying to piece it back together, folks. Believe me.
No,
this is on the
dude,
fly.
like I threw the whole fucking rundown out the window because of the
we are
debacle
operating
that's
the way
been
AEW
WWE.
does when their tag teams get fucked up in a championship match. Just shit, figure something
Yeah.
out.
Shit, pull the fire alarm.
Definitely, yes. Need better structure in NXT. Yes.
Mhm.
Had it, need it now.
So
And I hope some of their like shit ass gimmicks, like Wendy Chu's Sleepy Time, I hope they're given better things.
I still feel like they
Wendy
pulled that off of
Hughes.
this show.
That's what I call it.
A short girl
think she's
named
like,
Wendy in her
"Nap time."
pajamas. You could see that here for 3 years.
In her onesies.
Yeah, honestly.
In her
On her
onesies.
onesies.
She's worn unicorn onesies on this damn show.
Yes, I have.
Go back and watch.
You never know who's
So-
watching.
So the modern day messiah of wrestling has
Why did I
come
think you were
out.
gonna say Maharaja?
No, we don't talk about him. Does he even wrestle
Oh,
anymore?
come on now. Don't hinder
He
the
was
gender.
just on.
No,
Who do
With,
you- who do
with
you-
Shenki.
who do you-
With Shenki.
skyscraping
He's been
shit,
dancing
like
ass.
the
Dominic
vicious Viking
Mysterio?
Raiders and the Brawling Brutes and all the other alliteration they had on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
that needs to stop too.
For real.
Please.
Can
So
Steph put an end to that, please?
with this tweet
I'm not
from
either,
Seth
Adrian, by the way.
Rollins, all it does is make me feel like this is the feud that's never gonna end in WWE. So Seth goes on Twitter. He says, and he's obviously venting. I don't have a last name to get my foot in the door. I don't pack it in and go home when things get tough. I don't make more than I give. I'm not a chosen one. I shoulder the effing load every single time. Make everyone around me better. Over deliver on the regular.
Seth. You ran out
So-
of character. I know you did. Because then you should have said, and I still lost 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see this match again. I don't. No fucking way do I want to see this match again. I'm sorry. That's all I've got to say on this. I got to hear from everybody else because I'm fucking pissed. I was getting sucked back into WWE, and then this is just like pissed all over it. I'm
You
so,
shit in your coffee?
they fucking shit all over my Cheerios, Wendy.
Not just the coffee. The coffee, the Cheerios, slathered
need
his
pee in
toast
them.
and called it Nutella. The whole ass thing.
Oh.
De Niro, what are your thoughts on this?
Hmm.
On this tweet from Seth Rollins?
No place
I feel like Seth
I
has
just put his-
no legs to stand on. He lost 3 times in a row. So, I mean, it'll be different if they had like, a tie in the record because it's like, all right, we got to see who's the better man and break the tie. But you lost 3 times in a row. It's like, move on. I don't know. Like, I think that since Cody came back, like, yeah, he's injured now, but since Cody came back, I feel like they could have been done with the Seth Rollins feud after the second time they faced because he beat him twice. And then I wanted to see where were they going to go next with it. And then they went back to Seth Rollins. Then they had the Hell in a Cell match, and we thought that was the end because he beat him a 3rd time. And then Seth Rollins attacks him on the way out. So you know that there's going to be another match after this. It's just, yeah, I mean, after 3 matches and the same result for each time they faced, I'm not really interested in another match between them.
Yeah. I mean, what he said, like, you lost 3 times. The last time you lost to a one-armed man. In a Hell in a Cell, no less. And just because you jumped him after the fact does not give you any leg to stand on. You jumped a one-armed man after you beat the shit out of him in a Hell in a Cell and lost. Okay? You're done. It's over. You received no points. May God have mercy on your soul. And last but not least, shut up, bitch. I'm done.
Whoa, Dwayne. Watch your
The
language,
real tribal
pal.
chief.
Wow.
I acknowledge that man.
What? The tribal chief?
Yes,
Good
The
God,
Rock.
You acknowledge? Okay.
The Rock.
Ivan, I get it.
Dwayne
yeah,
Johnson is the
Ivan.
tribal chief.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay,
Not
well,
that. That's the
okay.
real tribal chief right there.
Ivan.
Roman. Listen to what he's-
So real
I
quick,
really
on
get to-
SmackDown right now. Oh, I'm sorry. On SmackDown right now, it's what's his name? The Leprechaun and Scotsman.
Hornswoggle?
Fuck, I'm like blanking out. And I'm looking at
Sheamus?
them too. Thank you, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. They're
Oh,
gonna
call
do
him
the
the
first
Brawling
ever
Brutes will come
shillelagh
out.
match.
No, it's not the first
Oh.
ever shillelagh match because
Allegedly.
Because
Does
Finley
anyone
had
remember
one.
Finley? Like
Finley had one
Apparently
in
they're
like
forgetting it.
1999.
it's the first one of the 21st
He has
century.
a whole
guys.
table of shillelaghs, and fucking
God.
Drew McIntyre's out here with his sword. Anyways,
Oh,
back to what
Vince
we were-
booked one last show before he left.
one last one. One last one.
One last one before he left. Exactly.
The last
All right.
hurrah.
One last one. All right, you
Ivan.
were saying. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I was trying to get Ivan's thoughts on what we were talking about, the Seth Rollins tweet and this ongoing never-ending feud of Cody Rhodes and Seth
That
Rollins.
shit needs to go because I'm with you. I'm tired of it. And I'm hoping now that as of next week, it changes direction, because I hope it does. I hope someone in creative, I hope Hunter comes in and rips it up. That's it. This is not happening again for the 5th or 7th or 8th or 9th. No. No means no. Move on. Give Seth someone else. Have him with Riddle. You're having something to do with Riddle. If you want to push Riddle,
Dude, he's on
use him
fire
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use Riddle. And
Yeah.
use the real life story behind it between them two, because they never liked each other in the beginning.
Yeah, there was a
Matt
beef.
Riddle's,
Mhm.
Matt Riddle's comments that he made before towards Rollins,
Mhm.
and Rollins did not
Mhm.
like that. They buried a hatchet.
Among other
Take
people,
that.
but Rollins too. Yeah.
Yeah, take that storyline and go with it. Right now, there's no Randy. Focus on building your star Riddle, and have Rollins to help him along the way. That's what I would do. See, Hunter, call us right here. Creative, hablamos español. We're good.
I'm
Lee
learning.
would be willing to take some creative responsibilities. All you got to do is reach out and let us know.
It's the whole
we'll
writing
help
team
you
right
out.
here.
We'll do it.
Exactly.
We'll
At
fucking
least 5 people right here. We got more. Call us.
We got a
Go
whole lot.
We got a lot of
Whole ass
people.
army, yo.
We got
We do.
enough people to start a promotion. We got people.
Yes.
All right, Dom. I need
Yes, sir.
you to pull up the Death Before Dishonor card, because we're gonna talk some ROH.
We're getting into ROH already. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk some ROH.
We're
I
getting
had
it in.
right. The
We are.
sad part is I had it right here, and then all the chats and all the everything started once the Vince news came out, and it disappeared. So give me 1 second here. I'm sorry.
I'm excited for this card. This is a
I am
stack card.
extremely
Really good,
excited
though,
for
yeah.
Very
this
stacked
card. I
card.
mean, even like the kickoff match between Allison Kay and Willow is gonna be fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
All right, Dom. I'm gonna let you run with the Death Before Dishonor card, because you've got it right in front of you, and you really wanted to talk about this. So I'm gonna let you run with this segment.
I feel like I'm going to be talking about it for a while, because we obviously we scheduled a nice watch along for it tomorrow too, so be on the lookout for that. Come join us again. Fun. It might be me and Grandma, it might be me and Bruce, it might be the 5 of us. I don't even fucking know yet.
I don't know.
We're
We don't
going
know
to be
who's
here,
joining us.
and the pay-per-view is going to be here, and we're going to cut it up. So come back then. But to get you ready for it, I guess. Well, I already brought up Allison Kay versus Willow Nightingale. That's going to be on the kickoff, and then we have a 6-man match for the ROH World 6-Man Tag Team Championships. The Righteous, which of course is Vincent Bateman and Dutch, taking on Dalton Castle and the Boys.
Well, Dalton Castle and the Boys are gonna win, because the other guys are signed to Impact.
True.
Okay.
True. At least I.
But it's gonna be a fucking crazy match. I always
It's gonna
liked
be a great
Vincent,
match.
that friggin' Charlie Manson look-alike motherfucker.
And I hate to say this, because I feel like the Mikey and Ivan might have brought it up last night, but we've all the 3 of us have sat here and said AEW needs 6-man tag titles because they have so many factions.
Yeah.
Trios
What
titles.
if since we're now bringing back the ROH 6-man, what if we just bring them back and forth from show to show or pay-per-view to pay-per-view, and let that be like a crossover championship? Because I know Tony's already said there's not like a title between AEW and ROH,
Mm-hmm.
but using an ROH title on AEW television has already happened.
Mhm.
And they
Mhm.
happen to have a set of championships that you could book your roster and that you need. So why not use those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is just the start of something that could potentially, grow bigger and provide a lot more content for both brands. So I would like to see the Righteous keep it, but I think you're right. I think Dalton Castle and the Boys actually do pull this one out.
Mhm.
Even though
Yeah.
the Boys are very small, they're strong. They can hold Dalton on their back, but they're tiny. They're very tiny. Like, they make the Bollywood Boys look swole. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Before I get into another
Bollywood
match, I want
Boys
to
out of this.
I want to ask you guys, because Tony, he's always got something up his sleeve. Do you think during Death Before Dishonor we get some kind of announcement as to like the future of ROH? Like, we're bringing them
Yeah.
here, or
Oh
or do
yeah,
we,
totally.
look out for Saturday nights at 7:05 BS or something.
I totally see this happening because if you actually stop and look at how Tony's bringing up ROH, he's doing it the same way he did AEW. You know, he's having a couple pay-per-views before they get on TV and they start working, so you get to know who's going to be there and stuff like that. And he's on his second pay-per-view right now. I figure maybe one more pay-per-view or one more small show, and then they'll be on TV.
Yeah,
At least
for
that's
sure.
how I feel.
And I feel like outside of NWA, nobody deserves that like traditional 05 time slot on TBS. It's ROH.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Ring of Honor brings a lot of
Like,
tradition with their
They're
whole
so
product.
yeah. There's I mean, first off, they're honorable. They're so they've had traditional. They're big on tradition type of thing. It would feel like a perfect spot. I don't know if it's gonna happen. It would be cool. It would All right, so the next match is one I'm really looking forward to seeing. Maybe not my match of the night, but close. The ROH Women's Championship between Mercedes Martinez. She will be Serena Deeb.
It's gonna be a
Holy
banger.
shit. This is gonna be y'all. Like I don't want to say Deeb's gonna win because I feel like Mercedes will hurt me if I do. So I'm gonna say Mercedes Martinez retains just because I don't want to hurt, but I might be thinking. What are your thoughts on this matchup for the women's title?
It's gonna deliver. I was talking about it last night, with De Niro. It's gonna deliver. Serena Deeb is gonna put Mercedes Martinez over because Sir Deeb never disappoints in the ring at all. I know she gets bashed
on the mic, yes.
On the mic, yes,
ring, no.
but in the ring, no.
Yeah.
That's why she's called the professor for that reason, and she'll put over Mercedes, and they will deliver. And I'm just hoping the Mercedes goes along with it. Make sure. I'm hoping we'll probably see a botch or two. I just hope there's not too many botches in the match. But I'm hoping that this match could help elevate at least Mercedes as a Ring of Honor Women's Champion because it's about time she gets her spotlight. She never has opportunity in NXT or anywhere else, in my opinion. I haven't seen that. And she's paid her dues
for a minute. That was kind of cool.
And she paid her dues. So I think it's about time for her to shine, and especially for the division in the women's in Ring of Honor, and have her be the top of the mountain. And for then from there, help by taking her, you can help elevate the rest of the women's division alongside with her being the pinnacle of the top with the championship. So I see. I'm hoping it'll be a sleeper match, and it'll be like, oh my god, that was a sneaker that it was like, oh shit, this probably could have sold the show. But there's too many matches in this card that could steal the show. Probably even the whole card itself, the whole event.
Stack card.
Fantastic. Yeah.
At least Ivan isn't as afraid of Mercedes Martinez as I am, so I give you all the credit in the world, homie. Now, I'm all drunk with power, so
Wendy!
Your thoughts on this match, First Lady?
I think Martinez is definitely retaining. It's going to be a fucking banger-ass match, though. It's just going to be sick. Because, Martinez is, like, such a hard hitter, and Deebs is she's, like, the sultaness of fucking submission. It's insane. So it's going to be a good-ass match, but Martinez is definitely... Okay, with my big words.
With your big words.
I love it.
But Martinez is definitely retaining.
I love it. I love this comment. I log out for 30 minutes to put the crotch goblins to bed, and Wild Ivan shows up.
Hi, Amy.
Yep. He must. Now, to be fair, he might have sat in the waiting room for 15. My bad, homie.
I'm surprised he still waited. I'm surped.
Dedication.
I
apologize. I was just. Please don't fire me. Please.
No, we'll talk about it in the conference room, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get to the conference room, you got any?
Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
What happened?
Oh, high class. Do you have any?
Oh, do I have any thoughts? Yeah, man.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Your internet was going in and out. I want this match to be amazing. I really do, because both of these women are a couple of my favorite women in any women's division. I would love to see Serena Deeb come away with the title, but oh man, it's just so hard because they both deserve to be a champion, you know, but only one of them walks away with the title. That's kind of the way the matches are set up.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with
That's
Serena
kind of a
Deeb on
pillar
this
of
one.
wrestling.
It really is. It really is the pillar of wrestling. But no, I see Serena Deeb coming away with the title. I think she's in line to be a champion, and she deserves to be a champion. She's put a lot of people over and paid her dues in AEW/ROH.
Okay. Mikey, wrap us up.
I'm just excited for this matchup. This matchup is definitely going to deliver. You got two veterans who's been around for a long time. And something I love about so far with Tony Khan's version of Ring of Honor is it really pays respect to like the history of Ring of Honor. And I don't know if you guys saw the video package that they had for this matchup, but they were talking about how even way before there was a Women's of Honor division, you had Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez in Ring of Honor, like in 2007, 2008. Like this is going way back before there was even a title or division for the women in Ring of Honor. So it's really great to see two women who were there, like at the jump of women's wrestling in Ring of Honor, fighting for the title. With that being said, I want to see Mercedes Martinez retain just because I'm a big fan of both, but Mercedes Martinez just got this title. She had a classic with Deonna Purrazzo on TV. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's keep the title on her. Let's see how far she could take it. And I wouldn't be opposed to Serena Deeb winning the title, but just not yet. Like, let's do that on TV when they get the TV show. But for right now, I want to see Mercedes have a bit of a longer title reign.
He might be afraid of Martinez too. He just don't want to say it.
Yeah, she texted me earlier. She said, "Don't fuck around," you know. So
we good. We'll move on to a match that I'm probably kind of biased on, and that's the ROH Pure title match. Of course, under Pure rules. My main man, Wheeler Yuta, is defending this championship against Danny Garcia, who may or may not have been Chris Jericho's orc. Jury's still out. He's been so patient, and we've jumped all over him. We've jumped in front of him so many times. Ivan, who do you see winning this match? What are your thoughts? Break it down for us, boss man.
I don't know why you're biased about this. Why? I'm curious to know.
Maybe
are you kidding me? How many?
It's a Philly thing.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I figured. I knew it was a Philly thing.
I mean, you can say it's a Philly thing. It's a combat club thing. It's where I am biased in so many ways.
Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be so much of a technical match. Like how I mentioned, last night, with Garcia's credentials, him being the PWG World Champion.
Yeah.
Man, and then Wheeler, obviously, he put on a hell of a show at New Japan for the Best of Super Juniors. Fantastic job he did out there.
Hell yeah.
And Jesus, this is man, these guys are it's gonna be I might get heat for this, but I don't give a shit. But this is kind of like almost like I don't want to compare too much, but it's just because of the both credentials, like your Benoit and Angle type of style. You couldn't have like your kind of like your Owen and Brett, when they had rivalries. It's almost a similar winning. It's gonna be a lot of technicalities. The beautiful part about it is the pure fucking rules. That's what I love about it. So it's okay.
Yes.
You only have 3 rope breaks. That's it. Everything else.
I love that.
I love that. I love that concept. I wish they could use that concept, like a lot more in other territories.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad it's only just Ring of Honors.
makes it unique.
I'm happy that it's only just Ring of Honors for sure. I see Wheeler taking his win, man. But I think it's gonna elevate Garcia's career more, as well as Yuta's. And I hope we see Garcia next year in New Japan for the BOSJ. I hope we see him over there.
He would fit in perfectly.
It'll fit in perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I dig that. Yeah, definitely. Mikey, your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I think that Wheeler Yuta is going to take it too, and I think it's just for the same reason I said about Mercedes Martinez. You know, he just won the title, and it would suck if he lost the title in the next Ring of Honor show before they even had the TV. I feel like a lot of these champions need to retain just to really build these titles back up for when they get to TV. But I could also see this being a situation like I said about Mercedes and Serena Deeb as well, where I could see Daniel Garcia being a future pure champion. He fits that style and those rules perfectly. The pure title and the pure championship is for technical wrestlers, and Daniel Garcia is one of the best, most underrated technical wrestlers today, and he's still so young. So I think that he could definitely be a pure champion in the future, but right now, as we continue to build towards Ring of Honor returning to TV and having this crop of talent and these champions, I think you got to keep the title on Wheeler Yuta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. High class. Who you got in this?
Hey, dude, Wheeler Yuta. All the way, hands down. The guy, you've got there's two wrestlers in this match that are both on fire right now. If you stop and look at what they're doing on TV right now, they're both on fire.
Yeah.
They're killing it. But you got Daniel Garcia that's on fire, and then you've got Wheeler Yuta that's hot as the fucking sun on fire right now. He's probably one of the most over guys on Dynamite right now, and the dude's green. But he's not too green. He knows what the fuck he's doing, but he's green to TV and the big screen, and he's killing it. And he's got the mentors to take him through it. And it's amazing. Wheeler Yuta. All the way.
Okay. Grandma?
Wheeler's definitely winning this one. I mean, he just got the title. He has so much more to do with it. And for all the same reasons y'all said, I'm behind it 1,000%. Wheeler.
Okay. Yeah, and even Kadrian, one of our day one guys, I love this man, said, Garcia and Yuta had a phenomenal Iron Man match in the Indies months ago. I'm going to have to go find it. I'm sure it will be just as Garcia wins. Maybe I'm not so biased because I'm pretty sure everybody just picked Wheeler Yuta. So I'm going to make it unanimous. This fucking guy, he's amazing. I know there are people there that have Danny shouldn't have been in the... No. Wheeler Yuta, trust me, I've been watching this guy for a very long time. He has been ready for this type of moment, for this type of group, for this type of push for a while. You didn't see it when he got to AEW because he just wasn't being himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was a lackey of best friends.
He was a Red Death.
and now they're hating on him because Yuta's popular and definitely got faster than them. So now you're getting to see who Yuta really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that momentum stops this weekend. I just don't.
And since joining Blackpool, his skill set and his fighting style has really come up too. It's gotten intense.
He got rid of those shitty tights,
Oh my god! Thank you. Yes.
Since coming to all those tights.
The best part the best part about Wheeler Yuta is he was a COVID fill-in. He wasn't supposed to permanently be on the AEW roster. He was a COVID fill-in. He came in during COVID when they were doing the fucking shows in the Jacksonville Jaguars practice dome.
Yeah. Yep. And now I would say he's the breakout star of 2022. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
1,000%.
Yeah, but also remember he also had a stint run in Ring of Honor too back in 2020.
Yeah,
he did. That's what I mean. Combat Club, he basic because he was always that technical and brutal and that type of shit. And then they brought him to AEW and it was and I'm watching him who the fuck is this? That ain't Wheeler Yuta. That's like saying Frankie Monet was Taya Valkyrie. They are two different people. That bitch don't go here.
Wow.
We don't know her.
We don't know her at all.
I don't know her.
Okay, so one of the matches on this card that has probably been built the most is the Ring of Honor World Television Championship match. We have the absentee Samoa Joe for the last few weeks defending against Jay Lethal.
Y'all be talking
more than
about, oh,
likely-
Wendy. I'm over here like, oh, Joe.
Right?
And
it took you all night. You were thinking you've been waiting for that all night.
I have.
she was just
Yes,
biding
like-
her time, like
Just like,
say it,
ooh,
psycho, say
any
it.
moment, any moment.
She knows
time
she's
has come.
family, just like Abuelito. What's up, little bro?
Hey, what's up, bro?
But I'm sure Jay Lethal is gonna be coming off his match, in Flair's last match, and B gonna have Sanjay Dutt and Big Ass Satnam singing his corner, and if Joe's lucky, he's gonna have Christopher Daniels. So I'm gonna start off this one with Grandma. Do you think Joe retains, or does the longest reigning TV champ in ROH history get his belt back?
I see shenanigans ensuing. And
Shenanigans, you say?
Shenanigans. And Lethal stealing it, because it's not going to be a clean win like the fuck hella at all. It's going to be filthy and nasty, and I love it.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, Joe's definitely not winning that one. That's Jay Lethal all the way.
Wow.
Then there's my 2 cents.
Wow.
Boop, take it or leave it. Don't give a shit.
What
It's
the
out there now. I can't do nothing
fuck?
about it. So I'm just gonna
hell?
I'm gonna move
pretty
along to
balanced
Ivan
today.
here. Who do you think ends up the TV champ when this is all said and done?
extra.
She's always a little extra. Just a little bit.
When I'm paying attention.
Oh, man.
Win.
Love her.
When, right? When.
If.
Yeah.
It's another one of those ones. Okay, July 22nd at 9:27. Wendy paid attention.
There you go. I need to write it down. Shit.
Go ahead, Devious. What have you got?
Man, I said last night, this has to be a storyline building for Joe because the fact has been on television. He's been filming Twisted Metal. And so really, so all you see is Lethal building up the storyline himself. All he does is be on busting promos, saying about, yes, it's my belt. It's my
But
belt.
wait, AEW didn't breathe. Oh, wait, that's ROH. My
This is Ring of Honor. We're talking
ROH, my
about.
guy.
And then, so I say Lethal too. Why? Because this should be developing story for Joe to go get his revenge right after and regain the belt away from Lethal. I rather see that better because I mean with Lethal, he's the only one who's pretty much doing the most of the work on those little 2-minute promos. Bashing Joe while Joe is filming. Twisted Metal. He ain't doing much. The match will deliver.
Doug's doing more, and he's not even in it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's true. It's true. Survey says number one answer.
Great Khali for the win.
Right?
Congratulations.
I'll allow it.
See that devious one. High class. This one. You sticking with Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jay Lethal as well, and I'm only going with Jay Lethal because I think we're gonna see Samoa Joe in a feud with Wardlow, or even for Jon Moxley for the interim title. I think it's time for Joe to be in a main scene match. I'm not saying he's gonna win the title or anything like that, but
Yeah.
he needs to be in those style matches, those type of matches. And I'm not saying the television title from ROH isn't big, but
Oh no. I get what you're saying. He could be a contender for any championship. He could be the next contender for the Ring of Honor world title. And he's held that too. So I get it. I totally get it. Like, again, that's a good answer. It's on the survey. Mikey, are you going with the flow here? You think Lethal wins, or are you going to step out and
No,
and
I
pick
definitely agree. I think Lethal wins. But something that I love about this match is the history behind this match. First of all, something that has not been mentioned is Jay Lethal. You said it right now, but Jay Lethal is the longest reigning TV champion Samoa Joe's the
Mhm.
longest reigning Ring of Honor champion. So this is the
Mhm.
longest
That too.
reigning TV champion versus the longest reigning world champion. So it's
Oh,
going to be
shit,
interesting
yeah.
to see them go head to head.
Gonna be yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the history behind this match. Jay Lethal was Samoa Joe's young boy back in the day.
Damn,
So
I'm gonna have to bring that up.
but to have it go full circle, to have Jay Lethal now at this point, the veteran, beating his teacher, I think would be amazing to have that story go full circle like that. So for that
Right.
point, I'm going with Jay Lethal.
This would be like Daniel Crane kicking Miyagi. I swear
Right?
to God. But yeah, you know what? I'm just as somebody said in the chat, break out the brooms because I'm making it unanimous. I think Jay Lethal wins for all he said, and I thought, you know, rivalry, or maybe who does go after the Ring of Honor. The possibilities are limitless. They're fucking Keith Lee at this moment. It could go anywhere past this match.
Wow, that's kind of
it's gonna-
graphic.
Be great. I think it's history, like Mikey was saying, makes it that, and I'm sure the match will be just as, not more, in the middle of all this. Because Jesus, these two were killing each other long before they got put on for Death Before Dishonor.
Mhm.
They getting, I don't even want to see what, yeah, I do. I'm lying. Moving on. We only have a couple matches left, and this one is a big one. This is a rematch from what I'm kind of considering my match of the year. I mean, the ROH tag title line as FTR, the Briscoes, 3 falls. Holy shit.
This one's gonna be
And-
oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, if the first one was good, and Lord knows I thought one of those two teams was dead, and 2 out of 3 fall, it might end up dead. But if you would have asked me before this week, I probably would have said FTR wins. And then the Briscoes went and got signed to a long-term contract with ROH.
Yes.
So I'm going to say this is the first
That
set of
happened.
championships that FTR is going to drop. Because the Briscoes, I mean, like them or not, because I'm not huge fans, they are ROH OGs. They are the Tommy Dreamer of ROH. They have been there. They have stayed there. They have never left. And when the promotion comes back, so do they. Remember Tommy walking into the EC boot? This is the Briscoes today. I'm going to, in a tremendous match, Briscoes take these titles.
Oh yeah.
And just give you that ROH feel. And then I'm going to pass the mic to Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I definitely think that the Briscoes, they win this matchup. Like you said, you know, Ring of Honor is the house that the Briscoes built. They've been there since day one. There is no Ring of Honor without the Briscoes. That's why I was very scared about them not being a part of this product and maybe just having like one-offs, because it just doesn't feel like Ring of Honor if the Briscoes aren't there. You know, they've been there, they never left. And yeah, I think, you know, FTR, they're going to have quite the schedule coming up. They're probably going to be in the World Tag League. They're going to be defending the AAA Tag Team Champions. So I feel like to alleviate some of that stress, it might be the smart move to remove the Ring of Honor titles from them, give it to the Briscoes, let the Briscoes have their 13th reign. And yeah, I mean, shit, you can't go wrong with that. They're the most legendary tag team in Ring of Honor history. So it's not like FTR is dropping the titles to nobodies. But I don't know. I think that this is going to be an amazing matchup. The first matchup, I'm right there with you. That was my match of the year. And
Yeah.
I think that this could definitely top that. So I'm really excited for this one. But yeah, I'm with you, Briscoes.
Yeah, and yeah, I know, Kadrian, like, FTR hasn't lost a tag match since February. Like, they're due. As far as I'm concerned, Bruce is one of the best FTR you'll ever meet. I want to see if he's willing to pick against them at Death Before Dishonor. Go ahead, High Class.
Are the Impact titles on the line?
No, they
Briscoes
lost
They
those
dropped those. Yeah.
to the Good
Oh.
Brothers.
No, the Good Brother. No, the Good Brothers are
Yeah.
gone.
No, they're
They're
resigned.
current champions.
Resigned.
They're tag team champions.
God damn. What the fuck? When did that happen?
What,
Yesterday.
Bruce? What's going on? You're supposed to be the high class of podcasting.
Listen, I fall behind on Impact. God damn. Never mind. No, I
Donnybrook match.
I
is
don't
it
want to know.
WWE?
Yeah, it's what Sheamus
Don't worry,
and
don't worry about it. Don't worry
McIntyre
about it.
having.
It's gonna be a street fight.
Fair enough.
That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a street fight with a crazy name. No, FTR for the win. I see them actually possibly gaining the Impact tag titles here soon. I wouldn't put it past Impact, and I wouldn't put it past Tony Khan to let that happen.
Okay,
So,
Briscoes
FTR
and
for the
Nick
win.
Gage, Nick Gage, same energy and loyalty to their brand. Briscoes
Yes.
a little longer, but yeah, okay. What you got?
Oh, it's me. Okay, sorry.
Wendy.
I was deep in thought. And like you kind of broke
Who's
up a
going to
little
win?
bit.
Wendy?
You broke up a little bit, so I couldn't hear it.
Wendy!
And I was just like, is it me?
Oh, Wendy.
Oh, Wendy!
Man,
You're
fuck y'all.
so sick of that shit.
I'm so sick of y'all.
Fuck all y'all.
We
Love
love
you very
you,
much.
I kind of want the Briscoes to win it back. I don't know why. I mean, like, it's, you know, as was said, like, they are indeed like a staple and the foundation of ROH. There is no ROH without them, and to have them again as champions would be fantastic, and it would be a part of a great revival of the promotion. I'm gonna say the Briscoes.
Yeah, even Pepsi Phil is saying FTR because they're the most talked about tag team. And promo of the year has to go to Uncle Dax for the fight like an 8-year-old girl. Oh my god.
Oh
Very
man,
That
emotional.
moment,
heartstrings.
that moment at Fyter Fest when he was talking about that, I was like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Don't put that fucking camera in my face.
Who's cutting onions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
It's allergies,
Cutting
okay? It's summertime. And fuck up now, and I'm gonna get off to wrap this one up. We're kind of desperate. Who do you think's gonna win this? FTR or the Briscoes?
Ivan.
The Briscoes. There's
God
a reason.
damn, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Wait, hold on, Bruce. You better relax, all right? Relax. There's a reason why we chose the Briscoes, because
We are devious DeLorean driving psychos. That's why.
yeah, very evil too. But you,
Very
okay,
nice.
nice. No, we're nice, but you know, normally during
We're a
weekends,
little evil.
little evil, you know.
Deviant driving psycho housings.
Okay, Ivan. Who do you give me? Give me
Briscoes.
this explanation. Why?
Briscoes. Why? Because the Briscoes just is exclusive deal already. It makes no sense for FTR to hold on to them any longer. They need now to have Ring of Honor to have its own entity with their own stars. Remind you, the Briscoes cannot be on an AEW platform, national television as of yet, because of the whole scandal situation. That's why they're able to be on YouTube. If they decide to put that on YouTube, Ring of Honor on YouTube for now, while they're looking for a home for them in the network, so be it. I wouldn't mind that. FTR, it doesn't hurt them to lose this match. If anything, they gain more. Because I guarantee you that match is going to probably be...
it's going to top the first one.
It might top the first one because it's best out of 3 falls. Best out of 3
It's gonna
falls.
be amazing.
That's going to be fucking amazing. And so FTR needs to worry about more on the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles. They need to worry about the 3 titles and then go after the AEW titles or Impact or NWA titles as well. So they need to be the GOAT. Go for those belts. And they'll be the GOAT. I mean, they're already there, but they need at least the NWA.
Yeah.
Then they'll be the GOATs.
Ivan likes choosing violence, so
He does.
Ivan woke up this morning choosing violence.
who doesn't?
10-hour shift, man. 10-hour shift, of course.
Ivan and I wake up every morning and say, "Thank you, Lord, for another day to choose violence."
Who could I fuck up today?
Exactly.
Y'all fucking crazy.
And even Cajun
What,
saying
Bruce?
Briscoes for the win. FTR did their job putting light on ROH, especially the tag titles. The new deal in place. It's time for the Briscoes to hold it down. Yes, that's exactly what
They've
I
been waving
said.
the
Thank you,
flag for the
Cajun.
last 20 years. I mean, when you go to TV,
Yes.
you got to have the guys who's been there on top represent.
Right. That tag ROH World Champion.
FTR.
But I know we're talking about this match, and I know it sounds after what they did, but like this could seriously be match of the night. Like it's the front runner candidate for
All
match
right,
of the
Bruce.
night.
Let's put our beards on the line. The Lucas shave it off.
Beard for
Oh
beard.
God!
Wait a minute.
I've seen
Bruce
Bruce
Hair
without
is
a
the same.
beard. You don't want that.
It looks like Bruce is putting up a lot more on the line than you, Ivan.
I really do. Ivan's got like a 5 o'clock shadow. I've got a full on fucking beard.
Ivan, you can
fuck
do that
up.
with a straight razor, man. Bruce is going to need to cut that with the scissors, razor, all that.
Gonna, like
Like,
trim it, do the
Ivan,
whole thing.
Ivan,
I
hey,
got an old set of Brutus the Barber Beefcake hedge clippers. I'll just come in like Brucey.
Come in, snip it.
I tell you what, Ivan, you grow your beard out as long as mine. We'll find a pay-per-view match and we'll make a bet. Your beard versus my beard on a match.
Man, that's gonna be a long time.
We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting for a few.
I mean, it grows, but I mean, not like yours, though, Bruce.
That before Dishonor 2025.
Right then.
Oh shit! Y'all are
3 years
killing me.
later, it's gonna be like this shit.
I don't know what's worse. Y'all talking this beard bullshit, or Pepsi Phil in the chat talking about I await the moment Tony gets smart and makes Hornswoggle GM of ROH.
Make it happen, Tony.
This motherfucker can put Hornswoggle into anything.
Go for the GM.
It's hilarious. By the way, Tony, make it so. Okay, this last match, I think it was probably it might have been the last match booked on the card. God damn it. Two of the most technical wrestlers in wrestling for the ROH World title. Jonathan Gresham against Claudio. Oh, fuck. I'm going to start with the devious ended. I'm trying to snake, if you will. Do you see Claudio really world title, or does the Octopus retain?
I rather see the Octopus retains because, for me, realistically, it doesn't make no fucking sense that you turn him a heel, join a totally bachelor enterprise, and then you make him lose the belt. No, it doesn't make any sense to me, honestly. I'd rather see, Gresham retains, have Claudio fucking fight everybody in the enterprise, like Brian Cage. Who wouldn't want to see a Brian Cage and Claudio match? Who wouldn't want to see a Tio Leona versus Claudio and Khan? Why not? Let him go through all those opponents and to get to the actual main title to, get his rematch with Gresham. That makes that storytelling there, and it's tell the story itself. But I thought this match will be fantastic to see, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Cadrian, if I would, I could, but you hear these two. It's going to happen. Right. Grandma, who do you see as our world championship match, Claudio or Gresham?
I second what Ivan said. Definitely see Gresham retaining because, I agree. What's the point of having him go through all of this build up and storyline just to be like, swoop, thank you, bye? That shit don't make no damn sense. It just does it.
Okay.
It just fucking
Bye.
does it.
What? Say that again.
Bye.
What happened?
Bye.
They're gonna take the title. They're gonna be like, shoot, bye.
Dom, you got to make that a soundbite, Dom. It has to be a soundbite.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
That's how you end the show. Before you end the show, every week now, bye.
Bye.
You gotta change it up.
She did like
Alaska 5000 would say hi. I'm gonna say bye.
I was gonna say
No,
she did her
it would
best
make
like
sense.
Terrence Herrera NWA.
When Drag Race and wrestling meet.
Oh,
Then you get Brody King.
Jesus fucking Christ!
What? Did you not listen to the interview? He worked on Drag Race for 5 years.
I did.
Doesn't
but
mean
no,
he's a
but-
drag queen.
But I'm also dead now, thanks to you.
But if you watch Drag Race, you know where the hi, bye came
I
from.
don't.
Well, now you have to watch
Sadly,
it.
I did.
No,
but that's 'cause
I
of my
won't.
brother, he made me watch.
Now you
You're
have
gonna,
to
you're
Now
gonna
you
watch
have
it,
to
Bruce. You're gonna stop lying. You know
You
you're gonna
gotta
watch
watch
it.
it.
No,
Uh,
I kicked and screamed, and then I'm watching. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
You get into it, like you don't even know how or why. You're like, holy shit.
You really do. You really do. It's kind of like Brucey. You know how our wives made us watch Total Divas, and we were like, "Man, fuck, I don't want to see this shit." And all of a sudden, you're like, "Oh shit, are they breaking up?"
Hey, I'll be
It's
honest.
kinda
I did watch it. I did watch Total Divas actually.
Nah, yeah, same here.
So
I
Wendy-
watched it.
I am
I
not
watched
ashamed.
it for John Cena and Bryan Danielson because they were hysterical on it. God bless those two.
They
They were
really were.
fantastic.
Oh
Many
my God,
blessings
yes.
unto them.
They were
So
the
who you
gift
got,
that we
Wendy?
deserved for watching that show. She
I
already
already
said
gave my
she
2
already
cents. I
said what
got
you got.
Grisham.
It's your turn, high class.
Wendy,
Yeah, high class.
Wendy,
Don't
who did you
sass me.
take?
Don't sass me, Sasquatch.
No, here's
He's on fire.
damn.
Wendy, do you need this straw?
I do actually. Bring back an oldie.
Actually, I see Gresham winning, but I actually see Brian Cage attacking him after the match and kicking him out of Tully Enterprises and putting Brian Cage in the ROH World Title picture where he belongs, rightfully
like it.
so.
I like it.
Like he just got in the Enterprise like last week.
It's Tully Blanchard. He's
Get
got a
put
master
in.
plan. He's
Oh,
got a
I'm not mad at
master
that.
plan.
I'm not mad at
Sometimes
that.
those plans don't work very well, though. You see what happened with FTR. I'm just saying. The Pinnacle, for instance. Like sometimes those plans aren't exactly mastered. I just want to. I want to throw the other side of that coin out there, and then I'm going to throw it to Mikey. Who you got?
I definitely think Gresham is going to retain here. I said it last night in like a fantasy world. If I could book this, what I would do is I would have Jonathan Gresham win and then have Tully Blanchard Enterprises jump Claudio after the matchup. And then we would get a Chris Hero return. And then Chris Hero and Claudio would team up, Kings of Wrestling, and they will be fighting Tully Blanchard. If that happened, that would be amazing. The reason why I say that is because if you remember, Final Battle last year was the final Ring of Honor show before the hiatus, before Tony Khan bought it. They had a picture with the whole roster and the production team after the show, and Chris Hero was front and center. He was there. So I would hope that Chris Hero still had some sort of role with Ring of Honor still, but I think that it would be amazing to see the Kings of Wrestling return in Ring of Honor, even if it's just a Ring of Honor thing. Like when Claudio goes to AEW, he could be in the Combat Club, but in Ring of Honor, he's with the Kings of Wrestling. That would be dope. But nonetheless, that's just like fantasy booking. I think that Gresham wins.
Yeah. And you know what? I got to give all the credit in the world to Brucey because usually bring up Chris Hero and he goes nuts. So I figured as soon.
Shit's about to hit the fan.
Yet no.
And one more thing.
Really cool.
I definitely think that Jonathan Gresham deserves to retain because the whole time during hiatus, Jonathan Gresham had that Ring of Honor flag and he was waving it, even when there was a possibility that there was no more Ring of Honor. He was in Impact defending. He was in GCW defending.
Yep.
So I think that it's only right that he retains that title and has a good reign with it because we haven't seen many title defenses for Jonathan Gresham in Ring of Honor. He only had that one against Bandito. So I think that, you got to reward him for being loyal to the Ring of Honor brand.
Has he officially signed with ROH and AEW? Has there been an official announcement?
Yes, he has.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
Timon
it.
Limon.
The reasons he was pulled from an pay-per-view, I think it was than contract. So, but yeah, he signed a few back. Like I'd love to see him win a world title. His little brother Cesaro just could not get that. So bring one home to the family. But
Neither could Claudio before he became Cesaro.
that was just go. You just took that right out of my mouth. I was like, and had it been the circumstances before all the injuries, including the Dragon, and they waited and let Claudio debut here at Death Before Dishonor, I might have picked him. But now that he's kind of entrenched in AEW and the Combat Club and stuff like that, I could see him going back and forth. I could definitely see him doing something with Chris Hero. I would love to see that. I'm anti-Bruce. I'm all about Kings of Wrestling. So if you want to bring that back and you want to put them against, say, the Briscoes for the World Tag Titles, that would be fucking fire. I do love you, Claudio, but I break the brooms out. It's gonna be the octopus for the win, man. He's been, it's like Mike said, he's been a Ring of Honor since he won. You know, he's been the guy that they stuck the flag in. It's ROH right there.
Yep.
You know, and he had one title. Well, not even title defense, title unification against Bandito.
That's
at
true.
The last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss the revamped ROH belt, but that's another show, another day. We're getting deep in this shit. Gresham deserves to retain, and personally, I'm more with Pepsi Phil. Like, comes to this match, I don't care who wins because it's gonna be fucking fire.
I legit thought you were going to say, I'm like Pepsi Phil, Hornswoggle all the way.
Well, that too, but I mean, come on. You just
Also,
can't push the
Hornswoggle
agenda
all
so
day.
hard. You know, you gotta give it in doses.
Little bits here
Pepsi
and
Phil
there.
goes over the top, but if you give it in doses, people actually start believing.
Like, you know, yeah, I know Gresham's had the title for like 9 months now, but a lot of those months, no ROH.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was ending it, and there was no promotion. So now that the promotion is starting to make its way back, give him that opportunity. It's kind of like these days with Mox holding the interim belt because he carried them through a pandemic. You know, hey, thanks, here you go have pops. I want to see Gresham get that treatment because he had that type of run. So I don't think it ends on Saturday, but that match is going to be legit. Can they have that match under Pure Rules too? I know it's not technically a championship match, you know, but can we add that in to make it that much better?
Yes.
I would
Make
love
it
that.
so.
I would love that.
I would stand for that.
For this match, yeah. I still wouldn't use just only for this match, but I wouldn't use the Pure Rules consistently every time because then you're gonna just outdate it.
You lose the magic.
Yeah, you lose the magic.
No, but I mean, when you have two wrestlers that are so fucking technical, so skilled, like, why not? You know, if the American Dragon is going to challenge Jonathan Gresham for the world title, why not Pure Rules? Claudio was supposedly the second most technical wrestler according to the Dragon. Why not?
As well.
I would love if it was Pure Rules.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I think it's that time of night.
I was going to say, D-Generation West proudly brings to you.
So, with that being said, Mikey, why don't you tell the world where they can listen to you and find your podcast?
We're Wrestling Delorean podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that good shit. You can find me on Instagram at Wrestling Delorean Pod, on Twitter at W_Delorean Pod. And also, you can find me on the Circle Debate every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, including tonight. So after you tune out of this, you got like an hour break and then turn into the Circle Debate.
I was gonna say, after we leave, they're gonna be on again. These two, they're gonna get to see Psycho Felt that one Friday.
Ivan, you want to double dip on the old Circle of Debate and give everyone the rundown?
Oh, please do.
Oh, of course. I mean, you could catch us how our other new host, Mr. De Niro, already said it. He catches every Tuesday, every Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes Wednesdays when it's MMA coming up next week. We'll be back on Wednesday for that for UFC 278. But yes, catch us on all our social media platforms at Circle Debate and on our YouTube channel as well. And very quick, since we're here live, I mean, might as well. I was gonna say it, might as well just say it. Coming soon, you will be seeing another program in the channel of Circle Debate, which you'll be seeing. You hear him on audio, but the people, he needs to give the people what they want.
They want it live.
They want it live, and they will be getting it live.
Got to give the people what they want.
As we'll be announcing soon the date, but right now the announcement is that the Wrestling Delorean podcast will now be on the Circle Debate YouTube channel, where you can catch him Mondays.
Wow.
Where he'll be live. The dinner will be live Mondays and Wednesdays. Even though we're in the West Coast, we'll appear Wednesday nights later on for the UFC. but he'll be appearing at least throughout the day on the East Coast for all of you guys.
That
So
is awesome.
Word.
yes,
If
I
y'all
appreciate
stuck
the
around for
opportunity,
this live
honestly.
stream. You just got some big news.
Yeah.
Thank you.
that is a,
Yeah.
That is really exciting, bro.
My, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I would say it's the first time you see the DeLorean on YouTube, but that happened here. But it'll be the second time.
For sure.
Second time's just as good. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes the second wife is better than the first. I'm just saying.
yeah. So now you be
Yeah, I'm excited.
catch De Niro. De Niro, you can catch De Niro every Monday on our YouTube channel or Wednesdays, even Fridays. You know, if there's no top 5, he'll take over. So it's just,
They're gonna be De Niro'd out.
they're gonna be De Niro
Like, yo,
out.
enough of this
You'll have a
motherfucker.
choice.
Get him out of here.
Nah, never get enough De Niro. Okay.
You're gonna take what we give you and you're gonna like it, yeah?
Damn.
Tú dile, mamacita.
Right, that's right.
If you need to, I mean, if you let the people find you good videos, just in case people watching us that don't watch you, let them know. Let them go. Let them follow. They should do.
Well, with that being said, I want to let everybody know that Brock Lesnar has showed up at Friday Night SmackDown and worked
Yes, he has.
everybody
There he
just
is.
like Christian.
Oh, swerve.
That son of a bitch.
Damn dirty.
The beginning of the Helmsley McMahon era has started.
The real
Again.
one, not the
Again.
storyline. The real
Again.
one.
The real one.
It's time
So
to play.
check this out. You can find Top Rope Wrestling Talk at 2 places and 1 social media platform, and that is Facebook. And you can find us at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. And we have our group and we have our page. In our group, you can come in, shoot the shit, join our forums, join our threads, find out about the show, post whatever you want about wrestling. Hey, and even sometimes we talk about non-wrestling stuff every once in a while. And then you can find our page. That's where we have all our clips and everything we put for the show when we have time because, well, we're all busy fucking human beings.
Hello.
And then you can also find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. Go on there. Dom fucking does it pretty damn good at holding it down over there. I'm on every once in a while. I guess each podcast really keeps each podcast freaking page going. So kudos, guys. Appreciate it. Now check it out. This is the freaking PWI award-winning Instagram handle for the worst handle ever.
The best. What do you mean the worst?
Worst.
The
No.
best. The
Hey.
best. The best.
Worst.
The best.
It's all right.
That wins an award. I mean,
It's going to
PWI's.
be a League of Extraordinary Podcast award for you guys for that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And that handle for the Instagram is at top_rope_wrestling_talk. God damn, that's a mouthful.
Critically acclaimed.
legendary.
Award.
Wendy.
Yes.
Oh, Wendy.
Bruce.
Oh, Wendy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Wendy!
Fair.
Hey, tell
Uh-huh.
the world where they can listen to us.
You can find us on anchor.fm/TRWT. From there, you can find us wherever podcasts are freely distributed. So you can find us like on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple. You can find us on iHeartRadio, all over the place. You can also find us on the YouTubes under Top Rope Wrestling Talk, TRWT, a Foxton Joan.
TRWT parentheses.
Yes.
Foxton Jump.
Yes, that's exactly
She
what
wrote
I
it down
said.
last. Where she
That's
was
exactly
cheating.
what I
wish she
said.
did it again.
No, that's what I said. You didn't.
That ain't
you
what
weren't
you
listening.
said.
You weren't listening. You weren't listening. You weren't listening.
You-
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I was listening.
Anyways. So you can find us there. You can see our pretty little faces. You can see our lovely little guests. They're not little. They're lovely though. And then from there, hey Dom,
Yes, Wendy.
do us a favor.
We need.
Can you tell me where can I find a oh so lovely shower curtain? Because I need to get a new one.
Okay, that's interesting. But yes, you can find shower curtains, beach towels, bath mats, t-shirts, hoodies, onesies, leggings, slip-on, more.
Chanclas. Oh.
Yeah, you can find some chanclas. His behavior will throw him that chancla too.
We got him.
Give
If
him
you
a
need to
WTF
discipline a
whooping.
kid, we got your back, okay? But you need to go to trwtmerch.threadless.com to pick them. You log to the website. You're going to see a variety of all shit the logos come on. And some of them have more than others. There are millions of options. There's international shipping. Everything.
Did we just lose our host?
Did we lose our host?
Well, we just lost our host.
You can. We did, but you can find like our shit on that website that he was saying, and like
across the bottom of the. There we go.
Motherfucker. So, I think what I was trying to say was, are we back?
Yeah, listen, you just brought the entire show back for the final 2 seconds of what you have to say.
I know. So you can get everything your little heart desires for TRWT at trwtmerch.threadless.com or yours today, and help us put some gas in these goddamn tanks.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Well, with that being said, De Niro, would you like to say goodnight?
Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much again for having me on. It's always a pleasure. And definitely continue to support Top Rope Wrestling Talk.
Anytime.
Ivan, we've got an extra 10 minutes. What do you got?
Buenas noches a todos de Latinoamérica. Muchas gracias por escuchar a Top Rope Wrestling Talk. No se lo olviden para suscribir en sus canales y sus audio plataformas, y porque son parte de la familia de la Liga Extraordinaria Podcast. Y muchas gracias por todo el apoyo y el amor que le dan aquí en nuestra familia. Y los queremos mucho. Suscriben.
Chingón.
Simón, ya sabes. Hey.
Wendy?
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Dom?
First off, go back and watch YouTube. Everybody enjoy night with the premiere, I want to say, of my man De Niro and Lords of Underground's latest song, Wolves. Everybody stay safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. We will catch you next week.
Niggas acting tough in the hood till the wolves come. Bitches let it drink in the club till the wolves come. Surrounded by the sheep in the street till the wolves come. Everyone strip on the floor. We the wolves done.
Who could fuck with De Niro? I got a Snyder extendo clip, so who wanna play hero? Go bad shit like Ozzy, I was born in the darkness. Oh, you the wolf till we pull up and you're harmless. So pray to Oliver, Don Dada, the top shotter, the top spot, final boss you cross, that's when your ride stop. Basquiat with that white chalk, triggers, finger streaks, might leave your brains on the